momentum with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. Second and 10. On play action, Lance. And this one is incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say you're not going to cross that. For most of them, it's 100 yards of total offense. They didn't quite accomplish that, but still a pretty darn good game last week. Just over 100 yards of total offense given up.
Throwing is Lance on third down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Ready.
On first down, Lance. Throw is caught by Schoonmaker. Room past the 35 and all the way up to the 37-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That's dumped off to Pollard. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. This is fielded at the 27. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
They're on the 49-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From the gun, it's Lance. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown. Michael Gallup, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. A nice run on 1st down, gets him 6 yards to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They go play action with Hurts. Smith catches left side. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. The Eagles sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Hurts to throw. This is Smith to the ground. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. His throw incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready?
Play action, now it's Lance. That is caught, Schoonmaker. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Good work there. You're going to see on play action, they run an out route with the receiver on the outside and let the tight end work the seam in the area beyond him. A great concept, and it leads to a first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Lance. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. The other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. I think that's a good example of why they've been successful this year. They're fearless on any down.
And it's interesting that this year I asked an NFL head coach about being fearless and going for it on 4th down. And he said, people have to understand, there's fearless and there's reckless. I try not to be reckless when I make a decision to go.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Luke Schoonmaker from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On second down, Gainwell looking for space.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation. Take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Crowd left Yanni. Crowd left Yanni. Crowd left Yanni. No touch.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Crowd left Yanni.
Smith will come in motion right.
No touch.
And they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Swift fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
You would too.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
63, 63, 63. Tiger swamp, Tiger swamp. No touch.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And Lance now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Lance. That is caught. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Brought down on the play by Deron Bland.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Once again, it's Swift.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift
With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop it. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And Lance's throw there caught by Gallup.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise I knew he was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On play action, Lance.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Now 2nd and 9. Option play, here's Pollard.
And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 39.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles as we just saw on that pickup.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Here's Vaughn. They'll run for it.
Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Starting things out with a give to Gainwell.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
73. King, Phil King. Phil King.
Hurts. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll run the draw here with Swift. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Mozzie Smith, he fought through to record the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. A give up the middle to McFarland.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
No contact.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
In motion, the tight end.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
James Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Ball delivered complete on the crossing route, Gallup. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Desperation time here. Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Luke Schoonmaker with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point safely through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. Down the numbers. There he goes. He may go. Touchdown. Chris Watkins, 64 yards. And the Eagles are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And a lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Lance to throw on 2nd down here.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
And in a 2-score game, obviously every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now play fake. Lance.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
And they'll go for it. Lance. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Next to score, Eagles 42, Cowboys 35.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
He's on his way.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's Lance. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Pollard will take it up the gut.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get the timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Watch out now. 52.
Here's Lance.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you've got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
Lance back to throw.
Caught on the slant. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
Eluding the... And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee.
Just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done. A narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome is in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for the Eagles,
they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule.
And they'll hit the
We got London on the trip.
Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. Don't let talk about it, that's what really made me. Hustle, that's what made me. That's what made me with the whole club. My crown way too white to be shooting in the ops. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops.